welcome back to another stream. Today I'm continuing the World in Vintage story, and the plan is to hopefully be able to start the farm up and level the terrain elsewhere. And that's basically the main goal of the stream, to start up the farm and continue flattening the terrain to build the house. Okay, here we go. So we have this, and I need to open up chat. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now back to Vintage Story. So I'm just going to take one of the pine logs and cut it up with the axe for some firewood. Throw it on the fire, light it with the torch, and wait for it to cook by doing other things. Such as, first of all, I need to grab more of the medium fertility soil and head out to the farm and finish leveling it out, because last I remember it was almost fully leveled, but not quite. Maybe today I'll be able to finish fully leveling it.
I forgot that my character's name is Manzol.
And just over here. Here we are. It's very much mostly barren inside, but there's definitely a whole lot more that I can do to improve. Starting by adding more soil, which that's what I'm doing now. It's probably gonna take more than just this one stack that I have here. And I'm already out of dirt, basically. Gotta go grab some more. Thankfully, from when I was leveling out all of this and starting to flatten the mountain, I collected a lot of the medium fertility soil, which allows me to just continue swapping out what used to be peat there into medium fertility soil, and in the future, once I finally set up a compost source, and maybe if I get lucky and find some terra preta somewhere, I'll be able to use that in the farm instead of the medium fertility soil. Although that's mostly just a luck thing with the terra preta, but everything else I do have a slight influence over, such as the fact that with the compost, to be able to make high fertility soil, that I just need to start by creating an excessive amount of food and it starts going bad. Or what I can do is I can just collect a bunch of the mushrooms that, even though they'd hurt me, I could still let them go bad and then use the rot to make more compost. In which, the whole reason I chose this area for the farm is because of the fact that it's raining almost all the time, so it means I have to spend less time watering the fields. And I can just build it like this. And I'm just gonna finish leveling out the place over here, since I just feel like it could use it. This will work for now. And then next up is potentially irrigating this whole system of farmland, as it would mean that even when it's not raining, the soil would still maintain at least 75% moisture, allowing the plants to still grow at close to their maximum speed whenever it doesn't rain. As even though it says raining almost all the time, there's still going to be those periods where it's not raining. And inevitably, when winter comes, I need to be able to be prepared for when it gets cold. And in order to irrigate, I need to make the forge, so I may as well do that now. Which it was made with rocks, which I currently don't have. So I'll get some.
Okay, I get the feeling I'm about to do the tutorial.
Just climb up to the top of the mountain since I'm flattening this whole mountain either way. And I'll chip out some stone from up here.
Oh.
And then I believe the recipe is just this? No, what is it? Do I have to turn it into cobble? I'll just look it up. What's the recipe for the forge? Okay. Any cobblestone. Yep, that works too. So I just need to collect a bunch of stone and then some clay, and I can make cobblestone to make the forge.
I've got to do the tutorial.
Just the dirt's gonna be collapsing down as I dig it because of the fact that it's basically the top of a mountain. Once I collect more stone, like another stack of it, then I'll head back down. Oh, getting buried. Sandstone rock. What could I use it for? I can chisel it into polished rock, which I can then turn into a slab, which can then be turned into bricks. So in other words, I can use it in the future for making bricks. Just simply that. As it cannot be used to make a quern or anything else, as this it's just a host rock for various other ores, such as the coals. And then this is only an ingredient for slabs. This is only an ingredient for the bricks, and the bricks are an ingredient for everything made with bricks. I'm really making this mountain fall. Okay. There should be enough stone for now.
Oh!
So time to head down off the mountain. Okay. And I may as well grab this off the fire. Now I just need to grab clay. And I need 7. Okay, so I grabbed quite a bit extra. And there's the forge. Now I just slap down the forge there. Go back into all of these and just throw the stone in there, as I don't really care that much for organization when I don't have my house set up yet. Although what I do need is I need to find, I believe, just does coal work? Yes. Okay. And then I want that on there, and then I want to light it and wait for it to heat up. And in the process of it heating up, I'll grab the hammer and tongs so I can then turn it into a saw. Just
It's just a cardboard cutout!
gotta wait. Although what I will do whilst waiting is just do some digging. Continuing with leveling the terrain. An eternal project, likely. I've created floating dirt with gravity on. Now I have truly created floating dirt with gravity on. Okay, there we go, it's fallen.
I blew a bug up with a grenade.
Okay, I'm getting a mixture of low and medium fertility soil from here, so I won't be struggling with farmland in the future. I will say I am at a distinct lack of food. Okay, the copper ingot is now hot enough to be turned into a saw. So I'm gonna do that.
Alright, here it comes.
Okay.
I just sound like a freaking heavy machine gun. Watch out for fallen hellpots. Failure to clear landing zone may cause serious injury and death.
And now I just need to chip away at everything else. And there we go. That's saw blade. Just take it over to the source of water right here. And throw it into cool. And then I can grab it and craft it into a saw, and now I can start with crafting with wood. But before I do that, I'm going to be sleeping through the night. Sleep. And next in-game day, I'm going to be collecting a bunch of food from everywhere around me and starting the farm, hopefully, as that is what I need to do. Although, I will just quickly craft up the saw, open all the chests, and just throw the soil in there. And now, off to gather food. Such as these berries right here. Eat them.
I'm dead.
And I may end up fighting things, so I'm going to hold my spear out just in case. Berry bushes. Just keep eating berries. And then now to just, even though I've fully restored my hunger, I'm just going to keep gathering food, as it's always good to have a light surplus. Although it probably wouldn't last me very long, just due to the fact that the hunger drain is pretty high. Especially considering the fact that I haven't built a house yet, and I may as well just grab that. Okay, there's none of these crops are grown. And that's why there's rabbits. They're eating the crops. So I'm going to attempt to kill them so the crops can grow. Or I'll just stop chasing them to forage berries. And I'll just grab these bushes so I can plant them back at the house.
The real deal. Trophy earned.
Okay. Oh, this one's fully grown, so I'll harvest it and eat it. And there's more rabbits to kill. That's a big one. Although it's also a fast one. Chase it into the water because I can always catch up to things in water. Stop running. It's getting away. But it will not escape.
I think.
Simply because I know it runs in a straight line.
I'm gonna try.
And there we are. Harvest it. And that's a hide. And also some bones for bone meal. Okay, is this grown? Not yet.
Do I know an elected representative of iron or eye of iron?
Okay. Just continuing with exploring.
Lid of iron. Halo of iron.
There's vines in that tree. Although I don't exactly need vines right now. I just need food.
Okay, I'm taking Leviathan.
Okay.
Level 1
And
what's like cryostasis?
oh, this is dead. Let's see what we get. And that's pretty good for something that was killed by another creature. And this one looks like it was killed by another creature too. Likely could have been that they fought with each other and then the third one fought them both and the third one was the winner. So, oh, that's what killed him. Okay. And it's far too close to my farms for me to let it just live. So, this is gonna be a hard fight. And it's running off. Why do the bears run? It's a genuine question I have. Sometimes they run, sometimes they just attack you.
Alright, I'm hopping in!
And this is dead, so let's butcher.
SCS Leviathan of Iron!
And we got a decent haul of food, so hopefully it'll last a decent bit. And since it's not bushmeat, I'm actually able to use it to cook meals. Meaning it's not just completely worthless.
Incoming!
And just continuing with running around.
Oh, I am so green!
And making my way back to the house so I can plant the berry bushes and start construction since I have the saw now. And the berry bushes I'll just slap down here, and it looks like a fox killed... Yep, it killed my chicken. So now the fox dies.
I can see you firing already!
Okay, now I butcher all of these.
Huh?
Okay, oh, I got some animal fat. Now the hen gives me
Oh, those are mine, aren't they?
only feathers.
You want me to drop my machine gun?
Okay, and I'll place that back, and now I'll just
There's a gun here. Liberator Penetrator.
empty my inventory of all the non-perishables. And then I'll
I
grab
just
some
started,
firewood,
so I don't
throw
have
it on the fire, and cook the
I only have
bushmeat. And now for the plan for building. What kinds of woods do I have? I have pine, oak, and that's all I currently have. I'll go searching for potentially other kinds of woods to use because I would like to build out of a lighter color wood to match the sandstone cliffs that are in the background of where I'm living. And I already have a spare axe, so I don't need to worry about that. And just basically be able to start building and making a house to live in, rather than continuing to live in the little shack that I've made.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my machine gun.
I think I may just end up building out of pine, simply due to how common it is. Oh, that's resin up there.
Drop a machine gun!
Gonna try and reach it by collecting a bit of soil.
That's the only thing I have.
And just... Can I reach
Give me
it?
a second!
I can, but it's very close.
Machine gun!
There we go, I got the resin. Does this tree have any resin?
Ah! Grabbing those samples!
Nope, so I could chop it down.
Ah!
Let's see how many logs we get from this tree.
Here!
Okay. That one log that's stuck in a continuous loop is stuck in this tree, so even if this tree has resin, I need to cut it down.
Okay, I just... Ah!
Let's see how it works.
Ah!
Okay, so the vines didn't drop, so that's good to know in the future.
Over there! Moving!
And
I'm
I'm just gonna grab these vines because I would like to actually use them in the house. Simply because I feel like I could use them to make the house look good. And now I'll also just chop down this tree for some oak logs.
I just showed up and I was into hell.
Okay. And now to continue running around.
196
And make my way back to my house, which, yes, it is this way. Okay, just making
No,
sure.
I didn't die at all.
So I'm not heading the wrong way.
I don't know. I just got 392 EXP though.
And once I make it back to my house, I just need to start building. Which I
also named my...
think I'll just
I also
start
named
out
Mr.
with
Leviathan of Iron.
how did I want to do it? I do have the pigs down there. So I want to go through all my chests, find the
Difficulty unlocked.
low
Easy.
fertility soil, throw the vines and sticks in, and I'll also throw the oak logs in since I'm not going to use those for building. But I'll grab all the pine logs and okay, so no pine logs in any of those or that. Now I'll just continue with leveling the ground, starting by breaking up these sandstone, since I'd prefer it to be a flat dirt ground rather than a mixture of dirt and stone. And this is what I was working on last video. Well, last stream, so I'm gonna finish it up.
Yeah, I'm after a shotgun.
Okay. And now I already used up all the soil I got, so I'm just gonna go through all of these and throw in the sandstone and start flattening more of the mountain. Cascade of dirt. It's a really big cascade of dirt.
Oh! I got the SP.
That one hit me. There's likely going to be a lot of cascading dirt, just simply due to the fact that in the past I dropped a bunch of dirt off the top of the mountain, so it's all on the side ready to continuously collapse as I pick it up. Although now I can say that I've basically finished the hole, it's just one layer left, as well as all the other unflat parts that I need to flatten out.
Get me in!
So just throw this down. Here we go. And I'll just plant this right here. And continue with flattening everything else. The cascade. And once again, I have created floating dirt.
Yeah, I am new to this.
I'm honestly not even sure how I keep doing this, but I'll just live with it.
Picked up a shotgun.
Well, that's more soil that I can use to continue flattening the ground. And I'll start by finishing this off.
Prime sergeant and a cadet.
Okay. And I still need to continue with cascading dirt into here.
Yeah, I was planning on.
I honestly don't know how that didn't deal fall damage.
I also want a four-eyed helmet.
And just dropping more dirt in there. Okay, it looks like I'm starting to fill a bowl.
Friendly fire isn't. Training manual says friendly. But yeah, I got the Punisher shotgun.
Okay,
Yes.
now I just need to continue with collecting soil and
Fine.
just repeat. I'm gonna leave that there for now.
Wait, is this a stealth?
And this is gonna be... Oh, that wasn't as big of a cascade as I thought it'd be.
Yep. Hey, is this a sample? A rare sample.
And just keep leveling it out. Oh, broke my shovel.
Right?
So I'm just gonna pick up this dirt and place it, and then I'll make a new shovel and go back to digging. Okay.
You want me to drop my...
I feel like I've buried something alive here.
Drop in my machine gun.
Okay. So this is the layer that I want to flatten to. I forgot I need to make a new shovel. And that's the Tower of Peat, and I'm just going to keep adding to it whenever I find peat that I dig up. What I do need to do right now is I need to grab this and eat. And then I'll grab the cooking pot, throw it on, and make 2 meals of hearty red meat stew. And now just open all these and throw the medium fertility soil. And now I'll take the axe and chop this up. Axe goes in slot 4. Throw that there, light it on.
I am very much afraid!
And now I just wait for it to cook. As I place down firewood here, grab the spare axe, and put it right here. Where did my torch go?
Okay,
Why is my torch in there? Oh, that's why my torch is in there.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I need to make a shovel. Okay. So, where's my flint? There's my flint. And that's a knife. Make a shovel. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just make the knife just because may as well. And I could use the knife to harvest mushrooms faster if I need to. And this chest is the one that has the sticks, which now I'm going to make the prospecting pickaxe because may as well. And then a knife, and then put the sticks back. And then for now, I'll just throw the knife right there. And I basically caught it as it was finished cooking, and then I'll throw that on there to cook. Eat the meal. Only 8.4 servings. And just wait for this to cook.
Several automatons!
And then once this is done cooking, I'll get back to digging up terrain. Here we go. And back to digging. Still, this is floating. Okay. So, I remember correctly, the plan was to path through there and build the house here and have a ranch over there, and then... Or... What if I just make 2 houses and start with a house here, build this one out of wood, and make it basically into a multi-purpose house and have animals living in the basement, and eventually once I finish leveling out that area, I'll turn the whole first house into a full ranch, and then over there will be where I have my actual house that I fully live in and only live in. And still, eventually, I'll fully flatten this whole mountain, as I just feel like I may as well do it since I've already started.
Help him!
And I'm gonna mine up some more stone.
I saw it explode!
Ouch.
We lost 2 more samples over there.
I need to check. Okay, yes, it's working. And whenever I I tab out of Vintage Story, it's just going to go to a black screen, so I'm going to try and avoid it as much as possible.
Well, I have one rare sample on me. I haven't
And
died
I'm
yet.
just continuing
You want me to go
to
pick 'em up?
flatten the ground.
Okay. Oh,
And now I'm going to pick up all the dirt up here, as it'll just make it easier to continue with flattening the mountain.
okay.
And there we go. Just
I was dropped
move
into
all
the
the
center
stacks of
hell.
stones
I
out of
was
my
dropped.
hotbar and eat that. Continue digging.
There.
And once I finish this layer off, I'll head back down, empty my inventory of all the stones, and then I'll get back to flattening out the area down there. Just so I can progress in building the house. Okay, now to head back down.
What was
That
that?
one floating dirt is really just
What was
gonna
that?
stay there until I inevitably make it fall somehow.
Done.
And open all of these, throw stones in them. Oh, I filled up all the storage that I have. Okay, so if I make to make
Okay, that's
that, I need to make a chisel, and to make a chisel, I need to smelt more copper.
me.
And personally, I prefer to avoid melting more copper until I can make bronze,
I'm almost out of ammo for the machine gun.
in which the first bronze that I would like to get brass, so zinc,
I have a resupply.
which brass is not a tool, so I'll avoid it. Black bronze is a tool, but it requires silver and gold, and that requires bronze to even get. Tin bronze is a tool, and tin I can get,
What the fuck is
which
that?
just need to go here and does it appear in sandstone? So that's lead, copper, mag,
Like I asked, what the hell is that?
rotter crossite, or
What the?
is that just basically
Laser
iron?
cannon.
That's zinc, that's alum, borax, fluorite, salt,
Maybe I'm on my own.
kernite, phosphorite, quartz, sulfur, anthracite, black coal, brown coal, flint, and then just cracked stone. So there is no tin. So let's just
Is this a hell bomb? Right here?
tin
What's
ore.
this?
So it appears. Okay. So it appears in
That is a hell bomb
granite,
right next to me.
andesite, basalt, periodite, phyllite,
I wasn't near it.
and
At least when it went
slate.
off.
So it appears at deeper depths and occasionally in other surface rocks. So I could just use the prospecting pickaxe and set it to density, break this, go over here, break this, go over here, and break this. And It appears that there is no tin here.
I made
Let's
it drop you in
see.
every spot.
This one's the one that we have a highest chance of finding, which is lead. That actually makes a ton of sense since there's lead up on top of the hill. Now this is... Oh, that's tin! So there is tin here! And it's decent amounts of tin. Although it's only a 0.1% actual quantity of tin. What? Okay, so you have to use diluted chromite, which... Okay, so you need to use very specific stuff in order to be able to actually color things. Although what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run over here and test for tin. Starting with right there, and then here, and then there.
At least as rapidly as I can.
Okay, so the ratings of tin have gone down, so the tin is over this way, likely.
It was off.
So just going to run this way for a while,
That's the good news.
and once I make it to this hill here,
Got it.
is the flax grown? The flax is grown, so I'll harvest it and just eat it right away. And now dig until I hit stone. Okay, and then start the search. Go over here. Oh man. Dig here. And over here.
Okay, that's a small one dead.
Okay, that was a lot easier. And same ratings of tin, although minuscule. Oh, there's emeralds here. Oh, that's toho. I have never found emeralds before. But to put it simply with the tin, I just need to mine deeply around here and hope I encounter it. So I could start digging down. You know what? I'll just start by flattening out over here, and I'll create a mine shaft here. It might take some time just due to the fact that the dirt physics are enabled, but I'll make it work.
Where would that be?
Gonna drop the flax so I can plant this berry bush, and now I need to empty my inventory. Or if I remember correctly, I needed to make more storage. So just go through all of this and just throw into storage what I can. Okay, and I'll just place these flowers down. And I'll just continue with digging the mine shaft. Now, dangerous part about digging this mine shaft so early on, I don't have any permanent light source, so I'd just be lining the walls with torches, which will go out every 2 in-game days and need to be replaced. And digging is just going to be hard due to that.
I am out of Sims.
I might want to consider just correcting a bunch of packed dirt, or although it looks like I seem to have found some decent... Okay, so yeah, I've escaped all the dirt. And now I'm just going to do a density search, starting there. Continue digging down. And dig here.
Okay, reloading my
And
shotgun.
go down a little bit further.
But yeah, I'm gonna need a stem.
And here. And there's still a chance for tin, but no more emeralds. So that means that the emeralds are just a little bit further south. Being here. I'll mark it with a green star and mark it just with emeralds with a question mark, just due to the fact that I did not find the direct location, but I found potential location. And then I'll do a nearby search for that. Go into the info log. Oh! Oh, that's the lead. Never mind. I thought that was tin, but small amounts means I'm close to some lead. And digging vertical is better than digging horizontal, just due to the fact that the way that ore generates in this game makes it easier. Okay, so there's no more lead here, so I'll dig down a decent way.
I am trying! That would have been me! Trying to reclaim the same impulse!
And just keep going down.
There's
Oh!
that.
I dug into a cave!
I kinda knew it this! I have not
Okay, nothing up there.
I did not think it was this bad!
And nothing over here. Oh,
At least kill the tank!
this is a cave that caved in. Although it is not a cave that I caved. Oh, this may be the cave. Oh, this is not the cave underneath my house. It's just another cave nearby my house that caved in. That feels very coincidental. Well, I'll just head back up to the surface, place the soil that I do have, and then I'll need to collect reed fibers to make another chest. And throw down some more dirt.
Help! I died near the wall for the tower.
And just continuing to throw down some soil.
So I dropped a sample. Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, it's near the machine. It's near the machine gun. You're right.
Okay. And just continuing to search for more soil, or more unlevel ground to continue to flatten like this.
Might not be reinforced.
And now I need to go and collect the reed fibers.
Into the fight. I may have just a bad place to drop.
Okay.
Why the fuck did I just sound female?
And just gotta head over this hill. And over here, I'm going to collect reed fibers from right next to my farm instead of everywhere else that I've been collecting it, since all the other places have been basically drained out of all their reed fibers. And I need a total of 24 to make the storage. And it's going to take a decent bit. Okay, let's put me up to 11. And
so the bugs are a lot easier, right?
13.
I'm focused! I'm focused!
Oh, that's a raccoon. Just searching for more reeds.
Okay, where's
I'm just gonna... Looks like there's... Yep, there's some right here. And that's 15, 16... 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Now I can head back. And I may as well craft the chest on the way back. And continue running. And then once I get back, I'll just add it to the pile of chests that I have and continue from there.
There's a fuck ton of automatons on us. Let me open this box.
Right here works. And now I just open them all and just throw all of my non-perishables in there that I don't want to have on me and sleep. Okay. Now the plan is to keep mining to hopefully strike tin at some point, as being able to get some tin would allow me to really begin with progression. Pull the torch back out and just make my way down the extremely steep stair. Oh, that's a drifter.
No. Coming up!
It's dead now. Didn't drop anything. Quickly just clear out the cave because more drifters.
Got it.
Ouch. And this is why I've been eating a variety of different things rather than just a bunch of berries or just a bunch of meat. Simply because increasing my health is very useful. And now just keep going down.
I was reloading. I had no ammunition.
I do know that I need to leave the sandstone in order to be able to start finding something else. Oh, right as I say that, I hit shale. So let's do the nearby ore search and see nothing nearby yet. Okay. Oh, I've hit granite. There's a variety of different rocks down here.
Where did he die? Where did he die?
Obtained by breaking granite rock, which is a host rock for bismuth, tin, chromium, titanium, iron, native copper, nickel, zinc, cinnabar, quartz, and I can use it to make a quern. Holy cow, I've dug down quite a bit. Is there a certain setting that... Okay, so on interface, coordinate overlay, I want that because it tells me my depth, and I'm currently at 77. I have no idea what the actual tin spawning heights are, so I'll just... Oh! Coal! There's coal down here in verified trace amounts. So let's just quickly search.
What? I picked up a steel pack already. Opening fire!
Okay, so that's just black coal, which occurs in... It occurs in shale, sandstone, claystone, limestone, conglomerate, chert, and chalk.
Thank you.
So basically, it would be above me.
Bringing up the supply.
There's a drifter coming down at me. Either that or it's just running around up there. Oh, that's a deep drifter.
What did I do? What did I do?
I could be dead here.
Sorry.
Okay, that one's dead. We gotta
Sorry.
butcher it to...
I just pressed.
Okay, there goes my spear. Yep, I'm dead. Where? Okay. Second death. Now to run this way. Oh, the quartz is back. So let's grab a bunch of quartz. The quartz overload happens again. At least I'll have a ton of quartz for once I finally get wax. Which means that I won't need to wait in order to make lamps. Oh, this is where all the quartz originally was, so it's still going to be pretty scarce. But it's still giving me a decent bit of quartz. And all this quartz I can use for windows, which is nice. And just gotta continue with making my way back to the house. There's a bear nearby. Oh, the bear's chasing me. I'm glad I didn't stop the search for the bear. I just kept running. Otherwise, that bear would have killed me again. Is that coal? Yeah, it's coal. So there's some coal here if I needed it. Which works as a substitute for charcoal, but not exactly the best. Charcoal's still always going to be better, but coal's a nice alternative.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I only had 86 kills.
That's a wolf in the middle of the water. I'm gonna swim underneath it.
I can get the stalwart and the expendable anti-tank.
Okay, I'm getting pretty close, so I'll just head to land now.
Evil Gathering Barrage. Evil Scraping Barrage. Evil Airstrike Eater. Evil Cluster Bomb.
Is this? That's just more muddy gravel. It's just so deep that it looks pitch black.
I'm taking supply pack.
Now just continuing with the running. Okay. At least they didn't stay aggroed for very long. Back to the ancient pillars. And continuing with running. I do know that I was in a distinct lack of food, so I'll grab these berries and eat them. Dirtball. Continuing with harvesting of all these random berry bushes. And then the consumption of the berries. Anything in this ruin that's exposed? No. So I'm just gonna keep running. And I also need to make a new spear since my previous one broke. Okay, home is just north. Looks like there's some fully grown flax here, which is always nice. The flax fibers are really helpful, and just the flax grains are, even though they don't provide much hunger, it's still something. Oh, I walked into a rift there. Grab this rye.
And the G6 rye.
And here we are. My stuff's down inside of that cave. But I need to empty my inventory first. I don't have any actual inventory, I just have my hotbar. Which, still, I needed to make a new spear. So, grab some flint, make a spearhead. And then put it back in there, and then grab stick. And then put the spear there, and now to go and reclaim my stuff. Fortunately, I don't have a torch, so it's gonna be pitch black whilst just running. And once I pick up my torch, just need to, hopefully it just goes into the offhand. Yes, it does. Okay. Now I'll just continue with mining, even though I died last time.
I have all my stratagems equipped.
I could also make some food with the 8 berries and 6 grains that I have, and just do 3 of the spelt, 3 of the flax, and then 3 of the berries in the last 2 slots, and make myself some oatmeal with blackcurrant. Okay, and now check for nearby ores. Oh, finally, tin! So, just gotta keep searching until that number, or it says higher. So, search here. Nothing, so it's higher up. Believe it was right here. Trace amounts. Here. Trace. Trace. Small, so it's this way. Now, here. Trace. Small. Trace, so it's here and down a little. Or is it this way? Small. And then if I just dig this way a little bit more, and I prospect here, medium. Okay, so keep going this way. And check here. Medium. Just keep going. Check here. Still medium.
Roger.
Well, if I do it here and dig this way,
I'm getting to have two first.
and now I prospect here, it goes down to trace. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be somewhere over in this direction. So if I now prospect here, still medium.
A little late.
Okay. My inventory is full. Gotta head back up and empty my inventory of all these stones. And I forgot about the fact that I have to fight drifters.
Yeah, I was followed by a small army.
I'm just gonna see if I'm gonna be able to run past them. Okay. As I clearly cannot dodge them in a staircase. Okay.
Did I just landed on Hellbound?
It's working. This is somehow working. Just running past them works. But I definitely need to make more torches. Although now that I'm back up on the surface, I just open all these chests, and I already filled them up with stuff. Oh well. I'll just temporarily throw down my prospecting pickaxe, throw this on fire, throw the grains in, and then
Oh shit! Not good, not good, not
throw
good,
that
not
on
good.
there to make 3 servings of rye flax porridge with mashed black currants. And then just throw this on the fire, light it, and then put it back in my offhand, grab my pickaxe, and wait.
Hey, what's this? Liberator? I already have a liberator.
Okay, so I'll just throw another 2 firewood onto the fire to make sure that it does fully cook. And in the process of it cooking, I'll go and collect even more reed fibers.
I'm gonna take this.
And also I'll gather some more rye. And now I literally just need to collect the reed fibers. I'll just place the sandstone there and use my inventory for reed.
I'm the one screaming!
Okay.
Help!
Cattails.
Assistance is needed! Assistance is needed!
Just keep gathering cattails.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck in the terrain!
And
Help!
that's put me up to 13. Now I'm going to head over to that bunch over there. And I'm going to
Stuck in the terrain!
just
Help!
gather a whole bunch. Because I may as well. There's really no point in not gathering a whole bunch.
Help!
Okay.
I might need to blow myself up.
And I may as I already said, I'm just going to gather a whole bunch.
Got myself free by blowing myself up.
Maybe I'll make another 2 chests. Because why not?
What the fuck is that?
Okay.
That was like 8 heavies! You want me to reinforce you guys?
And just collecting cattails.
Shit.
There we go. I'll just... Yeah, I may as well grab
Sorry, I
more.
had it in hand.
That should be enough for now. I was really close to finding the tin in the mine shaft, but my inventory filled up, so I'll have to return to collect it. Although, by the time I return, my inventory will be completely empty, so it'll make it easier. Although, once I get back to my house, I'll be able to collect the porridge that I made and put it inside of the one crock that I have, and then I'll start turning these other 2 flax grains and 2 berries into another serving of porridge. Because, why not? It just is a better source of food than eating it raw. Okay, so grab this, just throw that on the ground, throw it in there, pop that on there, take the grains, throw it on there, and then the black currants, throw it on there, and, oh, firewood. Bop. Now just open up all the chests. Okay. And then make a new chest. Oops. Accessing it from a very weird angle. Throw the cattails in there, throw the stones in there, and throw some of the logs in there. And then I actually am going to grab the cattails immediately back out, as well as sticks, and make a bunch of torches.
Apologies, like I said, I'm still new at this. Dude, it was completely on accident. I panicked.
Okay. And how much longer until this is gone? Okay, that's still a decent bit. I'm just gonna throw torches on here and let them heat up. We'll create 35x torches. Okay. It creates them one at a time. So I'm gonna leave 17 on there and take the other 17 down into the mine shaft. Starting with placing them one at a time as the lit ones, and then placing unlit and lighting them.
Where am I going?
Oh, that scared me.
Yeah, I get the feeling that's a mission.
Now it's dead. Oh, that's another one. What is it doing? Now it's dead.
Dude, we
Whatever
all
it
died.
was doing, it didn't work. There's a lot of drifters right there. Makes me wonder how bad of an idea it is to go there. Oh. I think I'm going to be encountering all of those drifters. Oh, okay.
Not exactly, I just don't know how to work here. Like I said, first time out on the front.
Just slapping down a bunch of torches. There's light here, apparently. Where's the light coming?
Why do I hear whispering?
Oh my goodness. Natural light! I found natural light inside of a cave.
Oh.
Reignite this torch. And then ignite this torch.
Mind if we do some turret in front of
And see how... Okay. Light this torch. Needs another torch over here. Light it. And a torch here. Okay. That'll prevent them from spawning up there. Torch here. Light it. Head down. Torch here. Light it. Head down. Torch here. Light it. Continue heading down. Torch here. Light it. Continue heading down. And just keep repeating. Now that I've hit the bottom of where I've dug to, I'm still going to keep placing torches. And one last torch here. And now all I have to do is just every single in-game day, I gotta remember to replace the torches. Okay. Now just search here. Large amounts! Finally! Okay. So now I want to dig down and up. I believe I should start with up and search above me. Okay. Nothing up there, so it's all beneath me. Although since I hit large amounts, I should be finding it all right here. Let's go! And it's a rich quantity. That's really good. I struck tin and I struck rich. Now I can actually take copper and make bronze.
Come back.
This is a very fast time for getting bronze. Once I've collected a bunch of tin, all I have to do is just go and grab a whole bunch of copper. And depending on whichever I grab more of, I'll use mostly that for making bronze. Still with the ratio of 100 units per ingot. But this feels really lucky. Striking rich tin in the first deposit. Okay. And once I finish mining all the visible tin, then I'll use the prospecting pickaxe and keep searching for more in this immediate area. Because I may as well get all the tin. And who knows, I might even find another vein of tin nearby if I prospect all the areas that I previously prospected and it just said trace amounts. Because if I do, then that'd be really, really good. But this whole process has been a huge reward. And then I just prospect right here. No ore node nearby, and all the way over here, no ore node nearby. So I've mined out this entire vein of tin. So, time to head back to the surface and smelt it. Specifically, make some bronze. And holy cow, the light. I could de-equip my torch and still see every single step on the way back up. Helps a lot.
I keep picking up everyone else's Liberator fighters just because I don't have one.
And once I make it all the way back up to the surface, I just need to hope that I actually have enough copper to make any amount of bronze. Also, the temporal stability, for those who are unaware, the reason why it's going down is because of the fact that I'm going deep underground, and when I return back up to the surface, it goes back up to normal. Okay, so which one's going bad first? In the pot. So, eat it first. And now I just go through all the chests and attempt to empty my inventory of granite.
do I hear
And
something
then I'll grab my copper. And then how much
Oh fuck, that's landmines.
tin was it again for making the alloy? So it was tin bronze, and it's 12 units to every 88 units of copper. So
Walk her down.
2 nuggets to 18 nuggets of copper. And that will make 1 tin with a ratio of 10 tin to 90 copper. And I can't use much less or much more than that. Although, what I could do is if I put in 8 chunks of tin, I'd put 92 chunks of copper in, and I'd get maximum amount of copper used, but I actually want to use mostly tin, as the only other use that tin has is for solder, and that's not something I'm going to be using anytime soon. Specifically because the boiler used to distill liquids, and I have no idea how any of that works yet, and this condenser also required to distill liquids. That's literally it, and I only need to make 1 ingot of it, and since I already have access to both lead and tin, I could literally just make those now with just copper plates, or even, if I wanted to go as far as it, tin plates. If it lets me make it out of tin. Because making lead solder and then boiler, okay, it requires copper plate specifically, so that's another 1,000 units of copper, plus an extra 400 due to the fact that each plate takes 2 ingots to make. So I want to prioritize using all my tin, so I do 12 chunks of tin to 88 chunks of copper. So I need to go to all the previous deposits of copper and fully mine them out. Albeit
There's a fucking giant robot.
the step in progression is a huge step,
Giant
so
robot over there.
it helps a whole lot to be able to have bronze. Simply because of the fact that making tools out of bronze, 1, they are going to last a lot longer, and 2, they have the ability to break more stuff and break stuff faster. Okay, so my mine shaft is right down here. There it is. Just drop down, and quick prospect says no. Okay. Oh, there's medium amounts of copper. That's what I'm missing. I was reading it and I didn't see the copper part at all at first, but now I see the copper part.
Walking barrage? Oh.
So I'm just gonna mine up all this copper.
Why are they so untidy?
And
What the?
do another prospect. Small amounts, so there's still copper. Here it is.
Almost shot you, Dash.
And there's trace amounts of copper there. And if I go over here, trace amounts. So the copper could be anywhere. If I prospect here, copper and lead. But if I go up here, ooh, there's copper. And now if I prospect, still trace amounts of copper. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. That just caved in.
Frag out! Frag!
I need to be careful, because I don't want to lose my only torch. No! Dang it. I can barely see anything. And I'm fairly certain that the stream just straight up can't see anything at all.
Julian! Hi!
Okay, I made it outside, so I'm just gonna run back to the house. At least I threw a bunch of torches in the campfire. So, once I make it back, I can just grab one of those for light.
Okay. Just honorable duty. I just got that.
Okay. Open the campfire, grab one of these, or all of them, and then leave the rest there. And I can see again.
War impact.
Just
0.0009.
open it all up. Okay. Take the hammer, break up all the copper. Now I have 86. 2 more, and I could do the perfect ratio of 88 to 12. I'll break this up into the 12. And before I go back to exploring, just sleep.
Consistently at this point.
And a light temporal storm is approaching. Okay. First temporal storm of the world. And I don't have an actual house, and I'm out of sticks. I need to go grab sticks now. As I do not want to be out in the open when that happens.
Andean 20.
Okay.
Or 26.
Just break these leaves. And I only need one more stick. Okay, I got 2. Return back to the house. And I need to build a door immediately. Which I just need to find a chest that actually has logs in it. And not the oak logs, because I want to save those. Here we are. 3 logs, an axe, and 2 sticks. Is it in the middle? Is it in the bottom? Oh. Do I invert it? Top, middle. What's the recipe? 3 sticks. Okay. There we are. Place the door, and that's enough to keep us safe.
I just got a suit of heavy armor.
Grab that, pop it in the bowl, and that's another meal to carry around. I don't exactly need to hide yet, so what I can do before the storm arrives is I can swap out all the torches.
I don't. Oh. I decided to go with a different helmet.
The reason I'm swapping out all the torches is because it resets their burn timer at 48 in-game hours, and basically just makes it to where I don't have to make new torches, and instead they'll just keep burning. And right now my temporal stability doesn't really matter that much, as a temporal storm is approaching soon no matter what. Okay. It sounds like there's a drifter inside of my tin mine. Yep, right there. Oh, almost got me there.
Wait, do I bring a shotgun to this mission, or...?
There we go. Got some flax. Nice.
But, yeah. Yeah, I am flat new, as we all know.
Now I want to place torches down here. There we go. Now I need to make it back up to the surface before the temporal storm actually begins. I do need to have at least one torch on me, so if I pick up this torch... Okay, it's all still illuminated.
I think I landed on top of something.
And now just make it back up to the surface and get to my house. First temporal storm of this world. Right as I'm starting the Bronze Age.
Coming down.
Which actually is a really fast pace for me. I've actually never gotten bronze this fast.
Okay.
Just gonna do as much as I can before the storm actually starts, and then once the storm starts, I'm just gonna hide and wait it out. And... okay.
I think I should have brought something fully automatic.
I don't need just that.
Yes, I dropped right in the thick of it.
That's lead. Don't need that. I do need that simply because I need the fat, but I need it in order to make the oiled hides. So I want to do small hides as two medium, one or two medium hides allows me to create a medium oiled hide, which huge and medium or larger pelts work. So if I use all my fat on 4 medium hides, which I only have 1, I'd be able to make a full set of these. Or I just make a bunch of flax fibers into flax twine.
Oh, I was saying what
Make
the fuck is that?
that and a linen sack.
No, this is giant stretch.
Just de-equip all those. And there we go. Inventory expansion. Now I open all of those back up. And there we go. And I can cut that up. Now I have an extra 2 slots of inventory space from just one item upgrade. Thing is I'm not exactly sure what to do right now as a temporal storm is approaching and it will be arriving. Which right there in the chat. Light temporal storm. It's only a light one, but still I'd rather not be outside when it happens.
That's another charger. That's a charger. That's a charger.
And what I can do actually is I can make the hoe for farming.
Monster.
So I'll just do that.
Eat this. Kill a bug lord with a shotgun within a meter.
There we go.
Dude, I have only had this game for like an hour. It's closer to 2 hours.
Okay, none of those have sticks.
But note this.
Oh, I don't have any sticks. I forgot about that. So until it says it is imminent, I'm safe to go out and collect sticks. So this is the cave that I dug into. Okay. Okay, now it's imminent, so I need to hurry back. Just one branchy leaf. Got it. Where does stick go? Got it. Gotta make it back now.
Yes! Where the hell?
Okay.
What the hell?
Now I just sit down
I am surrounded.
and wait the temporal storm out.
Hey, what's this? Common sample.
Okay. There's nothing really that I could do, as I'm just waiting for the temporal storm to start. And then once the temporal storm starts, then it's just a matter of waiting it out, which, here it is.
I am surrounded. File Titan.
Not going to be opening that door.
Ah!
Just sitting here waiting for the temporal storm to end.
I think I'm inside of it. I think I'm inside of it. I was inside of the Titan.
Just waiting it out.
Please turn. Yeah, we're gonna need to turn the difficulty down. Please set it to like medium.
And
that is where I'm at currently.
just still waiting.
Bug Stomper, play a bug mission.
Just
This great.
waiting out the temporal storm.
But yeah, we need to drop the difficulty, and I only have medium unlocked. That's what I suppose.
Once the temporal storm gets close to ending, in chat it sends a message saying it appears that the storm is waning or something similar to that, but it just lets you know that the temporal storm's almost over. Okay. So I need to find more vegetables to eat because everything else is doing decent except for my vegetables, and I have no access to dairy yet until I set up a farm. As dairy is only milk and cheese is made from milk. Is there butter in this game? There's butterflies, but there is no butter. Okay. Because in real life you can churn milk into butter. Still just waiting for the storm to end.
I have no boosts.
The creatures outside of the door are the reason why I'm waiting for the storm to end. As I do not have any armor, and those are the deep drifters, the ones that spawn like very deep underground inside of caves. And I am not ready to fight them with a stone spear. Okay, so it's starting to end. And okay, they are causing the ground to collapse somewhere, and my temporal stability is dropped all the way down to 83%. Okay, this temporal storm went on for a decent bit. In the future, once I have a larger house, I'll actually be able to do things during the temporal storm, such as making alloys and making tools from metal. Although I feel like once my temporal stability reaches 80, that's when the storm will end. Oh, never mind. It ended now. Just a quick spin and
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. I have a supply pack, so if anyone needs ammunition,
just
let me know.
quick run around searching for... Okay, no immediate threats. Just those drifters off in the distance that way. So, I'll go back and collect a little bit more copper, and then I'll make some bronze. Actually, what I need to do is I need to plant the fields. As without food, I'll start starving again, and it'll be harder to find food the next time I start starving. All because of the fact that I've basically foraged out everything in the area. And I do not want to starve.
Why is that charger not moving?
No more seeds in those. Okay. So this is all the seeds that I have. A decent bit. What I do need to do is I need to make a bucket.
Lucky for me, I brought an SMG.
So I don't need that for a bucket. I don't need any of that for a bucket. Don't need that for a bucket. Don't need that for a bucket. Okay, so I just need to take my saw to a singular log.
Cover me, reloading.
Although, I'll just do that. Make a bunch of planks. And then make a U shape, add some twine, and there's a bucket.
Holy shit!
And now I can go and collect some water and irrigate the fields. Just grab a bucket and continue running. And then once I get to the field, that's a fox. Completely ignore the fox. And that's a raccoon. So if I want to be optimal, I'm going to irrigate the fields like this. Not like that. There. Okay. And then I just fill in any spots that I may have missed. Okay. And now I start tilling the ground.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the soil has a moisture of 75%.
I don't know, and I do not care.
So I just till the full row, as I'm going to be planting in this full row.
I dropped 4 common samples.
And once I fully till the full row, then I can start planting seeds. And preferably I want to plant seeds that use phosphorus first, such as onions, not turnips. And onions are the only crop that I have that uses phosphorus. Next crops I want to plant are nitrogen, since nitrogen I can get from bone meal as well.
We're at 65% at least.
And just continue with breaking all the plants till...
Thank you. But yeah, I had 4 common samples.
It hasn't rained in a while here, and if it has, then I just haven't been here when it's raining. Okay. Then just plant a bunch of turnips.
I'm being gaggle fucked.
And now I'm going to move on to cabbage.
Yeah, you can see where I
And now rye. But before I continue planting any further, I need to irrigate the next row. Okay, now I just need to find anywhere that I may have missed, like here.
And I'm also attempting to reclaim this.
And then rake the grass, till the soil.
No! Throwing over to strike!
And then I'll plant a bunch of seeds. Okay. Next row. And I'll just plant the one rice seed and I'll hold on to these seeds as I have no fertilizers that will give potassium into the soil.
Son, should I grab the samples?
And now it takes, I believe, 14 days for some of the crops to grow. But at the 75% speed, it's going to be more like 18 days. So 18 days, okay, that 18 days plus any extra time from a lack of fertilization for some of the crops. And then the chests are full.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'll just place my bucket down there,
So yeah, they were right next to that farm.
eat this bowl, and that's already the last serving of the porridge. Which is actually the last of my food, so I need to get more food. I also need more storage. I just need more of everything! In which, that can always be acquired by running in a random direction. Food from just killing things like that fox over there. In which killing this fox will also prevent it from killing other sources of food. Foxes are a bit tricky to kill. There we go. And then I get some bush meat from the fox. Ooh, as well as a small hide. I'll take that. And bones, which I can grind into bone meal at a quern. In which, to get a quern, I just need to spend some time to quarry out some stone. That spelt's not fully grown. Although, you know what? I will kill this. Okay. Am I able to kill that? I don't think I'll be able to kill it without dying myself. And I do not want to have to do that run all the way back here again. So until I get another, or until I get my first temporal gear, I'm going to avoid combat for now. Although since I don't exactly need to carry this around, I'll just place it down right there. And I could throw those into storage. And I know it's safe to go grab copper, so I'll go do that. As I know there's still some copper left there. Oh, there's also food here. Mature rye. Which also gives me more seeds I can plant. And then there's some berries here that I can forage. Okay. Oh. I broke the vine and now it's gone. Where did the vine go? There. Wild vine. Just continue harvesting. Okay, it's 22, just 2 more and I can make another chest. And then the original reason I came out here, copper. Which... Okay, so the copper quarry is right over here. I forgot last time it got flooded. I have enough medium fertility soil, I'll just make some packed dirt and block it all off. Okay. Prospecting pickaxe. Trace amounts of copper. Over here. Still trace amounts. Where is this copper? If I could just find this copper, I could be done with this deposit. Found it. Hopefully. I hope this is just... Oh, whoa. Ah, come on. I'll just make a bunch of planks. And then... What can I do with the rest of them? Oh. I'll just throw the vine down right there. And since I just don't want to deal with it, planks. Sit down and finish mining the copper out. And still copper. Right there. Any more? Oh my goodness. This vein goes on in a very weird pattern. Where is the rest of the copper? There's some. Please tell me that's the rest of it. Oh my goodness. Just let me be done with the copper vein. If I prospect here, it still says trace amounts, meaning that the copper has to be somewhere around here. But if I prospect over here, nothing. Meaning it is somewhere up here. Oh. Okay. Where? Okay. I didn't think I'd get buried alive. But I guess that's just how things decided to go. Time to head back. And I accidentally extinguished my torch. It's a good thing I have a bunch of lit torches back at base. Specifically, all the ones placed in the mine shaft. And there's the Tower of Peat. And back home. With the cattails required to make another reed chest. And add it to the pile. And I'm going to place this down right here. Add to these torches this newly extinguished torch. Take the hammer. Break up some more copper. And that's 88 copper. It's all of those open, so just throw all of this in there. And I filled them up. So I'll grab this, throw that in there, go back inside, take the cooking pot, throw it on the fire, and throw the rye in there, throw the 2 berries in there, and grab some firewood, not place a torch, and then just grab a lit torch, light this torch, head back up with 12 extinguished torches, add more firewood to the fire, and light the fire pit. Okay. Just gonna eat these cranberries and wait for my new meal to cook, which is 1 serving of rye porridge with mashed cranberries. And then I just add the bushmeat to the fire, take off the cooking pot, and that'll cook food. Pour this into the bowl, grab it, eat it. And wait for this to cook or just go out completely.
This is more or less one of my earliest engagements currently.
And
I only just got this game.
it looks like it's going to be going out before it cooks the second one. So I'll grab the first one, and then afterwards, that'll actually be the end of the stream. Thank you to... Whoa! That shift in lighting was extremely dramatic. Well, still, that's the end of the stream, guys. So thank you to everybody for watching. Whether you're watching the VOD on Twitch or the video on YouTube. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Farewell. And gotta figure out the raid system again. Just that button. Okay.
Holy shit, more bugs!
So I just go where? If I press...
I'll grab this.
That's the wrong button.
Relax, you can take mine. Incoming! Another bottle spitter!
Okay, this is taking a while. If I go here,
Reloading.
that didn't take me to the right place. Here? Okay.
Dropping supply pack.
And then now I can do it. Okay.
Using one.
Okay.
Reload the gun. So find.
Let's raid
Shoot through the location of
this
the
person.
portion of the hives.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching,
Yeah,
and
located.
I hope to see you again in the future.
Drop a nade. That's the location for the last one.
Farewell. So now I could go here,
Bugs.
go
Yes,
into
bugs.
back to Twitch.
Like the whole thing for iron. How do I make that again?
It's the bloomery. So you make like the base out of
Yeah, how?
one in the center and then the two on the end. So you just leave the open bottom out of like fired bricks.